Tuesday, and not just another day of the week, but a little checkpoint in your timeline where your soul hit pause and said, all right, I'm ready to remember a little bit more about who I actually am. So while you're here, while I'm live, don't just listen with your ears, listen with your field. Let's start with something that most people were never even told. You are not just a person trying to get their life together. You're a fractal of source pretending to be a human for just a little while. Before this body, before this name, before this storyline, there is and was and always has been and always will be a deeper you. Different traditions have called it different things. They've called it your higher self, your oversoul, your monad, your spirit, the one looking through the eyes. But the core idea is all the same. There is a level of you that never got traumatized, that never got broken, that never got lost. It's the witness, the knower, the signal underneath all of the noise. The part is not trying to become spiritual. It is spirituality. Imagine it like this. Source is like an infinite ocean. Monad or oversoul is a massive current in that ocean. Higher self is a wave with its own style and rhythm. You, right now, are a droplet on the tip of that wave, exploring one very specific angle of reality. Different layers, but the same water. So when you say, I'm lost, what's really lost? Not the ocean, not the current, not the wave, just the droplet. Forgetting it's made from the same source as everything else. Trippy Tuesday is about remembering the water. Cheers. And here's where it gets even more psychedelic. You are not in the universe. You are the universe looking at itself from one ridiculously specific point of view. Alan Watts said it beautifully. You are existence peeking out through billions of eyes, so the vision is forever new. So when you're sitting there thinking, man, I'm behind, I'm not where I should be, I'm a mess. From the soul's perspective, you're just in a very intense chapter of a very long creative story. You're not off path. You are the path. So let's bring in the energy body, because this Trippy Tuesday is not biology class. You don't just have a body, you have an aura, an energy field emanating off you right now. But not as like some cartoon glow, but as like an electromagnetic expression of your nervous system, emotions, and consciousness. Your heart is producing a measurable electromagnetic field that extends several feet around you. Your nervous system is constantly broadcasting your eternal state into the field. Your emotions literally change the structure, coherence, and strength of that field. This is why you can walk into the room and feel the vibe before nobody talks. You're reading fields. You're radiating one too. Your aura is basically your spiritual Wi-Fi signal. It tells the world that you actually believe, it tells the world what you actually believe about yourself, no matter what you say with your mouth. Now here's the spiritual meat. If you're here, please just drop an alien or team human in the chat. When your thoughts are scattered, bro, when your emotions are unprocessed and you're living in shame, self-attack, or constant fear, your field gets noisy, static, fragmented, weak. That's not moral failing. That's physics and energy. But when you start aligning with your higher self, choosing truth over self-betrayal, presence over numbing, integrity over performance, your field becomes coherent. Your heart rhythm smooths. Your nervous system calms but awakens. Your aura organizes into a stable, harmonious pattern. Other people call it charisma, peace, or presence. But in spiritual language, your soul signal is finally coming through without so much interference. So here's the real trip. Every choice you make in the small moments, whether you lie to yourself or tell the truth, whether you speak with love or with poison, whether you numb out or stay present, every one of those choices is you voting for a timeline, not just in your calendar, in your consciousness. Across some teachings, your oversoul is consistently streaming multiple lifetimes, lessons, and probabilities all at once. You, as this current expression, are like a controller input. Your alignment or misalignment sends signals back up the chain. When you learn, the whole stream learns. When you heal, the whole stream heals. When you break a pattern, you're not just doing it for you, you're doing it for the whole fractal of beings tied to your monad and soul family. That's why some patterns feel so heavy. You're not just moving your own weight. You're clearing ancestral code and soul level karma. That's the sacred work. Cheers again. And if you've ever wondered, why does my life feel so intense? Why do I feel like I can't coast like other people? It might be because your soul did not sign up for a vacation timeline. Some of you are here as upgraders, grid workers, pattern breakers, system disruptors. The ones who come into dense reality and say, cool, hand me the generational curse, the trauma, the confusion. We're going to alchemize this. You don't do that by pretending to be perfect. You do it by becoming radically honest, deeply awake, and fiercely compassionate with yourself and others. That's your spiritual muscle. So let's get practical and mystical all at the same time. Right now, as you listen, bring your awareness to the center of your chest. Imagine your heart as a small sun, radiating in all directions. See the light expanding 3 feet, 6 feet, 10 feet around you. In your mind, say, I call my energy back from every timeline, every person, every past version of me that no longer serves my highest expression. You're not just saying pretty words. You're working with your field, your aura, your electromagnetic self to become more whole in this moment. Did you feel what happens? Maybe it was subtle. Maybe you felt tingles, pressure, emotion. That's your system reorienting itself to your own center. Not the center of the trauma you picked, the center your soul picked. Now here's another layer of spiritual meat. Cheers again. Non-dual teachings say even higher self versus lower self is still an illusion. Ultimately, there is just awareness. And everything you call you is moments inside of that awareness. Your thoughts, your body sensations, your emotions, your identity, your spiritual journey, all of it is like weather in the sky. You are not the storm, you are the sky. From that view, you're not trying to become more spiritual or get to a higher level. You're remembering that the one who's been watching all of this the whole time is already home, already free. But it chose out of infinite possibilities to experience being you, even for a little while. That's how precious you are. So on this Trippy Tuesday, here's the invitation. Walk like a fractal of God in a hoodie. Speak like your words are rearranging reality because for somebody listening, they are. Treat your body like sacred technology because that's exactly what it is. Guard your field. It actually matters what you consume, who you're around, and what you agree with because it does. You are not behind. You are not late. You are right on time to the only thing that has ever truly been happening. Consciousness realizing itself through your nervous system, through your mistakes, through your breakthroughs, through every breath you take on this spinning rock. So while we're live, let's make this real. In the chat, finish the sentence. On this Trippy Tuesday, I remember that I am, you could choose a soul in a body, a fractal of source, more than my past, the universe looking at itself through these eyes. Whatever hits your spirit hardest right now, type that. Not as a cute quote, not as a declaration from your oversoul, through your thumbs into this moment of this timeline, because today we're not just running content, we're running code. And somewhere in the higher layer of you, your monad, your oversoul, your source is watching this exact moment, smiling. There it is. They're starting to remember. I love you.